Hi, this is Shamil Chandra for Longtail News, June 8th, 2023, episode 5 on schools are unnecessary. Now, a lot of you think about school as some sort of great place where you learn a lot of material and you make lots of friends. Most of it is the social aspect and getting connections so you can get jobs of your dreams, which then you realize are not jobs of your dreams. They're actually working for the man and working for people that are look as you as a number. Same way these big universities, they look at you as a number and instead of a person. So I think a different approach should be taken. I think homeschooling is much better. I think using all sorts of tools that are on the net are much better because you don't need schooling. You don't need a teacher. You don't need anything. You just need automated systems that can get the job done, like a code academy or a data path. All these things are unnecessary. The social aspect, you can go to any party and you can meet all sorts of people. You don't need that. The main thing is you're doing hands on work and not screwing around with hand wavy lectures on outdated material. So this is my thought on it. Why do I think that way? Because I'm sick and tired of watching lectures on YouTube where people don't write code. Instead, they're doing lectures that are not distilled to the point where they're very clear from face ground principles to make things very clear to anyone. Okay, they start from these unknown assumptions that they expect people to know some sort of mathematical jargon or mathematical alphabet that nobody knows and it's not clearly defined in the glossary pattern, and then they write papers on this BS. So I don't like this type of attitude people have about research in academia. They're doing the small scale academic research where they're doing PSR stuff, and then they're doing hand wavy lectures to support their system. They get you buy in their system, okay. And once you get buy it in your system, then it just doesn't seem like real education. It seems like, and I was thinking about this recently as I was looking at some electrical engineering lectures. Now you look at the transistor or the diode, okay? But can you create the diode? You cannot create the diode. Then you don't know what a diode is. It's just monkey associative or procedural learning. It's a BS, complete BS. I don't know why people even waste time going to school to learn this BS. Why don't they work for a software smith or a hardware smith instead? It's a waste of time to go there to school and learn from someone who does not even know how to build a diode by hand. Okay. So and then most of these other disciplines like physics, chemistry, biology, they're all memorization. You cannot create an organism. You cannot create a physics phenomenon. You cannot create a chemical bond. Okay. Now, so this is all bullshit. It's like all hearsay, vicarious research, vicarious education. You don't need this stuff. You can learn by watching TV, by watching YouTube, by taking these hands-on learning curriculum. They have so many at home K through 12 programs now. You don't need this anymore. It's all gone. It's outdated. It's not top notch. I'm not talking about Ivy League competitive stuff. I'm talking about world class, first principles, code driven education. This is all BS. Otherwise, it's okay. And I've seen this a lot with places where they say, "Oh no, it's a great place." This wonderful university. It's amazing. It's from some top notch place. Howard Hughes went here when he was a little kid, and then they do put some squoggle on the board, and then then it's not very clear what they're doing. Why are they wasting my time? There's no code. You cannot replicate what they're doing. It's just a waste, total waste of time. Okay? So what do I think instead? I think that people should do what they feel like doing and become masters of it instead. Lots of people, I think that chess should be taught in school. Yes, it should be taught, but you don't need to learn it from anyone. You can learn it yourself. You can learn it from all sorts of places. Okay, you can read books. You can watch videos. You don't have to go to school and pay 50 to 70 to 90K per year and get ripped off. You can buy 70K, 90K worth of books and you can get a better education, personalized. If you're driven, you don't need school. Okay. Another thing is, why do you have to deal with all this moving here, moving there, going here, doing internship here, signing some contract there, and doing all that work, moving back and forth, when you can easily start your own business and get the job done. Okay, you don't need all this political thing, and it's all based on. It's not based on your grades. It's not based on your work output. It's based on your politics, and I don't like the politics of academia. Okay. It's all very, very case to case and double standard. Okay. So instead, I think that they should have online systems like 42 in Fremont, which is now gone. Now it's in Canada and Paris, France. That where they have modules and they don't have any teacher, and it's all done by extreme programming. And extreme programming, not just for programming or computer science, but for all the disciplines. Let me program a chemical bond. Let me program a biological system. Let me program a physics system. This is all BS unless you can create it. It's like the old Feynman saying, what you cannot create, you do not understand. Okay? So why you don't really understand it? It's all BS then. Okay? So I don't really like these things. I like people who can create, who really understand the innards of something, not just some professional school where they learn some association. Monkeyism at professional schools like law degrees, medicine degrees. Okay, and then it becomes like a car salesman. You're becoming a wordsmith rather than a tradesmith. Okay. Now if you need to know how to talk, obviously, but you don't need to use it to deceive people, to lie to people, to commit some sort of horrendous crime of lying to people by saying the wrong things. You let the facts speak for themselves. All right, that's it for Long Tail News, June 8th, 2023, episode 5 on schools are unnecessary. Thank you. Bye-bye.